Good afternoon, friends. Have you stopped to ask yourself this question? Is what I am doing is adding value to me or someone else? I do not mean is what I am doing adding value entirely in a financial sense. I mean also in health, lifestyle, and self-progress. Adding value to others and yourself is one of the most important factor or a step one should take before starting anything. So today I will be talking on adding value to yourself. My friends, adding value to others and yourself is closely linked to kindness. Adding value to somebody by telling or showing them how much uh, they are beneficiary of act of kindness of yours. Similarly, gratitude. Adding value to someone by telling or showing them how much you appreciate them. Service. Adding value to someone by serving, doing something or to someone. Adding value to others is an awesome feeling. Feeding yourself value, be it through exercise and healthy eating or taking steps to achieve goals leads to ultimate happiness. Before you answer this question, how you define your values, you must know how to define your values. You need to know in general what values are. Your values are the things that you believe are important in the way you live and work. They should determine your priorities. And deep down, they are probably the measures you see to tell if your life is turning out the way you want it. When the things that you do and the way you behave match your values, life is usually good. You are satisfied. You are contented. But when these don't align with your personal values, that's when things feel they go wrong. This can be a real source of unhappiness. This is why making conscious effort to identify your values is so important. How values help you? Values exist. Whether you recognize them or not, life can be much easier when you acknowledge your values. And when you make plans and decisions that honors them. If you value family, but you have to work 70 hours a week in your job, will you feel internal stress and conflict? And if you don't value competition and you work in a highly competitive sales environment, are you likely to be satisfied with your job? In these types of situations, understanding your values can really help. When you know your own values, you can use them to make decisions about how to live your life. You must answer these questions. What job I should pursue? Should I accept this promotion? Should I start my own business? Should I compromise or be firm with my position? Should I follow tradition or travel down a new path? Defining your values. My friends, when you define your personal values, you discover what's truly important to you. And a good way of starting to do this is to look back on your life. To identify when you felt really good and really confident that you were making good choices. There are certain steps you follow. You will be able to take correct path on adding values to your life. Firstly, define your values. When you define your personal values, you discover what's truly important to you. A good way of starting to do is, as I told you, to look back. Identify the times when you were happiest. For example, from both your career and personal life. This will ensure some balance in your answers. What are you doing? Were you with others people? Who? What factors contributed to your happiness? Next step 2, I say, identify the times when you are most proud. Use examples from your career and personal lives again. Why were you proud? Did other people share your pride? Who all shared? What other factors contributed to your feelings of pride? Step 3. Identify the times when you are most fulfilled and satisfied. Again, use both work and personal examples. What need or desire were fulfilled? How and why did the experience give you the life meaning? What other factors contributed to your feelings of fulfillment? Determine your top values, my friend, based on your experience of happiness, pride, and fulfillment. Why is this? Each experience is truly important and memorable. Use common personal values to help you get started. And aim for the top values which you want to achieve. Once you have aimed, prioritize your top values. The step is probably the most difficult because you will have to look deep inside yourself. It's also the most important step because when making a decision, you will have to choose between solutions that may satisfy different values. This is when you must know which value is more important to you. Write down your top values. Don't forget about order. Not in any particular order. List it down. Look at the first two values and ask yourself, if I could satisfy only one of these, which would I choose? It might help to visualize a situation in which you would have to make that choice. For example, if you compare the values of service and stability, imagine that you must decide whether to sell your house or move to another country to do valuable foreign aid work, or keep your house and volunteers to do charity work closer at home. Keep working through the list by comparing each value with each other until your list is in the correct order. Reaffirm your values. Check your top priority values and make sure that they fit with your life and your vision for yourself. Do these values make you feel good about yourself? Are you proud of those top 3 values which you have identified? After determining your values, prioritizing your values, reaffirming your values, are you proud of those top 3 values? Would you be comfortable with proud to tell values to people you respect and admire? Do these values represent things you would support? Even if your choice isn't popular, but it puts you in the minority. When you consider your values in decision making, you can be sure of keeping your sense of integrity and what you know is right, and approach decisions and confidence and clarity. You will also know, my friends, that what you are doing is the best for your current and future happiness and satisfaction, of course. Making value-based choices may not be always easy. However, making a choice that you know is right is a lot less difficult in the long run. Thank you very much.